Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. So, this is really an interesting exploration, and it goes a little step deeper than just asking why UAPs are interested in nuclear missiles. And I think you'll find that some of these points and suppositions are interesting and definitely worth exploring. So let's just start off from the beginning. What does the UAP interest in nuclear weapons mean? What does it mean? Well, there's some facts we can't really deny too much, and that's that they know the dangers of nuclear. Well, how do they know the dangers? There's only a few options of how they know the dangers. Either they personally experienced it in their history somewhere, or historically they were used. Possibly even historically they were the victims of nuclear weapons. Or they either have seen or know of others who have used nuclear weapons. So then, why are they concerned? Well, they have to be aware of the dangers, either personal or universal. So, why are they concerned? Why do they check them out? Well, of course, you would think there'd be perhaps a concern that these weapons might be used against them. So they would examine them for, protective operations, protective surveillance. Perhaps they are concerned that we would use them against ourselves. Another possibility is, depending on a technological civilization's ability to manipulate atoms, they might be able to make a technological assessment of how advanced we are through our manipulation of atomic weapons, atomic structures. And this is a really interesting question next. Why let us see their concern? This really gets to a lot of the point. They obviously have the ability to turn on a camouflage. We've seen that again and again. But at nuclear locations, they let us see them. It's a very interesting hint as to what's going on here. Well, the most obvious possibility is that letting us see them or see their concern hints at a warning. They have a fear for us about these nuclear weapons. But I don't think they fear a nuclear attack on themselves. I think they would be able to handle it. I think by allowing us to see them, they want us to ask these questions. Here's where it gets really interesting. A lot of these locations, like Malmstrom nuclear missile sites have been visited at least 3 times we know of. The last one was hinted at by Harry Reid in last year's New York Magazine, and it was from that January. I think it was January 25th. So it seems to me that the repetition of visitation indicates the severity of nuclear weapons and the severity of their concern. And it seems likely that they've seen more than one misuse of nuclear weapons. It's possible that for a technological society, nuclear weapons are an inevitability. And it could, even logically, be the Fermi Wall, which would be a very logical reason for them to repeatedly explore these weapons. And this could be a large reason why we don't see more technological civilizations. Because in order to get to a very high technological level, you have to know about the manipulation of atoms and their possible use as weapons. So what does this repeat visitation to the same place mean? Are these different intelligences that have the same concern? That would be pretty profound. If different intelligent civilizations have the same exact concern, that would be really profound. Is it strictly just an indication of the severity of the danger of nuclear weapons? The other possibility is that they're different intelligences and they don't intercommunicate with each other. So it looks like repetitive visitations, but it's really independent visitations. I think that's the least likely. And this is possible as well, too, if it's the same civilization visiting multiple times. Perhaps they're looking for a technology increase, or they know about a technological advancement and they come to observe it. There are a lot of fascinating questions in here, and repercussions. I'm curious what you guys think. Is this the Fermi Wall? Why do they repeat visit? Is it as obvious as it seems that it's about the severity of the dangers of nuclear, not just about the explosions for humans, but for all biological life, for our exquisite biosphere? It's a fascinating question. I'd love to hear your thoughts.